All last year and still to this day, I've been recommending everyone and their grandma buy a Samsung S90C if they're in the market for a 55 to 77-inch display, because not only does it have the superior color volume and per pixel local dimming of Quantum Dot OLED, but it was much brighter than traditional WOLED displays at oftentimes the same or lower price, making it a no-brainer. And this year Samsung has delivered yet again with the S90D, but I actually don't think you should buy it, at least not yet, and here's why. Now, I do plan on making a full in-depth review of this thing at some point, but my initial impressions from everything I've seen is that the Samsung S90D is a slightly brighter and potentially slightly less buggy version of the S90C, but coming in at a much higher price. Therein lies the problem. This year, LG has really stepped it up with their LG G4, which, while it does come in at a higher price, initial comparisons do seem to be favoring it. Affiliate links for all these TVs in the description below if you want to buy any of them, by the way. Daddy, you just gotta eat. Anyway, yes, it seems the G4 is looking very favorable this year, meaning that Samsung may not have the best TV in 2024, since the higher-end S95D seems to have had its image quality significantly degraded with a matte coating, and the S90D has had its brightness nerfed far lower than their highest-end model. In fact, early numbers I saw being reported appeared to be showing the S90D coming in at maybe around 10% brighter than the S90C, yuck, which could achieve already over around 1100 nits, whereas the S95D moved to what appeared to be in excess of 1600 nits. I even think I saw some people reporting around 1700, but again, that just won't look as crisp thanks to its far worse coating. Now, LG has also lost their minds and is definitely still pricing the C series way too high as well, but likewise, the S90D just doesn't make any sense to buy at its current price of nearly $2,000 for the 55-inch version, when it seems to be just barely better than the last year's S90C, which after discounts can often be had for just over $1,100 new, or around that without discounts refurbished on Amazon. So right now, I just simply cannot recommend the S90D, but I do suggest keeping your third eye on it firmly, as it's likely we'll see another panel lottery where many launch models will be using a last generation S95C panel, but as the year goes on and S95C production ceases, eventually most S90D panels should actually change to the S95D panel, which, and while I don't officially recommend this, means that in theory you could likely change almost all of them to an S95D in that secret menu and get a massive brightness boost. That, plus the fact that often Samsung TVs can be had for around 40% off near Black Friday after discounts and sales, means buying one right now is likely a bad idea, since if you just wait till the end of the year, not only would you likely get a much better price and potentially better, less buggy firmware, but also you could get an even better panel. Although I do want to mention that thankfully it does seem like, as I've had it confirmed by many people, including I believe Stop the FOMO has mentioned, that it does look like the S90D will indeed, at least in the US, all be Quantum Dot OLED, even at launch at the very least. So hey, at least the panel lottery isn't going to include regular WOLED as well. Hopefully that doesn't happen in other regions, but it does seem like, based on some early reports that I've been getting from buyers, that the panel lottery in terms of last year versus this year's Quantum Dot OLED panels is probably going to be the case again. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their certified 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes of up to 50 feet and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K 60 FPS or 4K 144 FPS 10-bit HDR video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports ER. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.